Hey everyone, peace and love. This is the second episode of Sun and Sky. I'm Ala, the artist, here with you, and I am about to invite Aziz, our special guest, to join us. To invite you guys, I am so excited for this. I cannot wait for us to have an amazing conversation with Aziz. I'm just gonna give it a couple of minutes to get everything going. Hey, salam
Alaikum.
alaikum. How are you?
How are you? Yes, I'm good. What's about you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. I'm so happy for today, and I'm so happy that we are here to have an amazing discussion about your craft. And I'm really excited, and I just want to give it a couple minutes for people to come in and,
Yeah,
to join the live.
of
But
course.
I want to introduce you first because
Yeah,
mashallah, like you have like such an amazing, rich background.
thank
And I
you.
want to share that with anyone who hasn't come across you. I want to give them an introduction about you. So you grew up with the rich traditions of Amazighi culture, which if
Yeah,
anyone doesn't know, Amazighi is like the indigenous culture of Morocco. It's
yeah,
one of the original cultures of Morocco. And in 2005, Aziz started his musical journey in learning not just the Amazighi traditional cultures through Ismagen arts, but also other traditions as well. And
yeah.
he studied the instruments of violin, guitar, Ribab, and other instruments. And in 2016, he created his first album, which is pronounced Mzuaro,
As well.
Mzuero. And in that, he has a 5 song collection of different genres mixed with traditional instruments, including reggae, blues, and jazz, and more. So, wow. I am so amazed by all of the things that I've come across from you. And I'm just so happy to have you on here to discuss, like a little bit about your music, what got you into the music that you play, and what inspires you to continue to create. So, um, I wanted to say, first of all, thank you. And, for taking the time. And I just want to get right into it. So, I came across you, Aziz, from a DJ who was combining kind of like Brazilian music and Amazighi music. And I
Yeah,
was amazed. I was like, wow, there was just so many like similarities, but the differences in the fusion of the two were so
yeah,
beautiful because both, the music that he was playing and you were playing were using traditional instruments. And these instruments are almost like across the world, a lot of people don't have the chance or the opportunity to look to hear these beautiful sounds. So I wanted to ask you, with your background in Amazighi music, what has been your experience like with music? Let's just say as yourself, as an artist, how do you feel when you create music? Like what is inspiring you? What is it that makes you excited about music?
to be honest, always there is like different sources that inspired me to create a song, or because when I'm not creating like a bunch of songs once,
Mhm.
like if like once in a while I'm creating a song, and most of the time like I get different inspiration. I just heard something, or sometimes like just I'm in the bike and they
Mhm.
keep playing some melody, and I jump into the studio and start
Wow.
like putting first ideas, and
Mhm.
most of the time it's like this. But sometimes there is people that like inspired me to just like they see like my instrument in a certain melody or in a certain vibe, and they say, Aziz, why you can't do that? And I keep thinking about it. Always I'm curious about like the opinion of other people, and I just start like thinking about it. then
Nice.
yeah, it works also. And there is a lot of people that just say, ah, Aziz, can you do this song? I think it will be good with Ribab. And yeah, I found their thought it's always
Mm,
right. Yeah,
mm.
yeah.
I love
Then
that.
of course my culture inspired me, and other artists, big artists that I love to listen to, inspired me to change or to try to develop this instrument and put it always in every song I made. Most of the songs that I made, that I include Ribab. Not
Mhm.
always. I'm not exaggerating. Sometimes it doesn't work, to be honest. So sometimes the baby sounds like weird in kind of song, even if the
Mm,
sound itself it's good, but mixing it with some kind of arrangement, it doesn't work sometimes. And I
mhm,
choose Lotar. I love Lotar also. It's one of like after the Ribab, it's my second main instrument. It's Lotar.
Lothar.
Then yeah, Lothar. It's like kind of guitar, but it made
Mm,
from skin and wood. Yeah,
wow. That's
yeah,
so
and it
cool.
has circle. I could show you one
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah,
A Lothar, it kind of sounds like the oud, like lute, the lute.
it's like a wood. Yes, I have this one. This one it's a mix, like a combination between Lothar and guitar.
Oh,
And this is what I
wow.
use mostly. Is it has this is for Lothar, small Lothar,
Wow.
and this is actually is a guitar. This is just a guitar,
Wow.
normal guitar, but it has this. I add to it this part of Lothar to just have an acoustic sound. And
Mm.
for this sound that I use for like make it sound bigger and in speakers, it's two pickups, normal pickups,
Oh,
and it's
wow.
handmade pickups also. We have like locals
That's
here also that
amazing.
they need always pickups, because we don't know,
Yeah.
musicians as like performers, we don't know how to bring sound from the instrument to the speakers. And there is people they create pickup. Of course, it's an old
Hmm.
system and it's known, but here, yeah, it's something
That's
good for for,
amazing.
for, for traditional instruments.
Wow,
Also
you just taught me
internationally, there
something.
is no, yeah. Also internationally, there is no like sound system that, for example, Gimbri. The
Hmm.
people that just improvise and they create. They take the guitar pickup from the guitar and they put it in a Gimbri. For me, I always, until now, I prefer to have pickup and a pedal and try to tweak the sound as I want. And
Wow.
everyone have his own choose to create whatever it is
That's
good
so
for him.
cool. Wow.
As-
I didn't
yeah,
even know that that was like, because I always wonder, like the acoustic sound is very special. Like when you listen to it in person is one thing, but then when you have to create the sound for everyone else on like a bigger stage or for more people
yeah,
here, you don't want to lose like the essence of the instrument.
and
And
we do
so
lose it.
you do, right? Like, so how does that make you feel? Like when you're playing sometimes, like let's
Uh,
say I've seen some of your
Look, I
performances.
always try to find a solution for that, and I think I
Mhm.
ended. I ended technically the most like the best sound I get. I always get it from an amp, guitar amp,
Mm.
with the pickup. My pedal. Try to reduce like the volume of my instrument through
Yeah.
through my pedal, then give it to the amp. But yeah, I ended up having some good sound in stage. I think it's
Oh,
close to, it's kind of 70% kind of acoustic when you hear it.
yeah.
Yeah, of course, now with technology, I found that there is like hardware that simulate sound. They can't just tweak it from the studio, then you use it
Mhm.
in stage. There is some up like hardware like pedals who
Okay.
captured sound with the mic. You do the process in studio.
Oh,
They call
okay.
it
Wow.
like tune duxter, something like this.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
And you just take the sound that you want, you edit everything in studio, then that pedal it keeps the sound for you, and you play it wherever you want.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's existing.
amazing.
Guitarists they use that.
Yeah, they use it to like change the sound to the way that they
Yeah,
want it to
yeah.
sound.
Or if they like some amp, they know in guitars they captured sound of amps of cabins to
Mm.
use it to have different sound, over the
Oh,
world.
wow. That's
Then
so
then
cool.
solution is kind of close to have
Okay.
an acoustic sound on stage
So you use that for the lotar and for the rabab?
for the Ribab. Also for the Ribab, I have a pickup. It's like a bridge
Wow. That is
from the
so
same
cool.
like person who
Hmm.
made this is normally we used to see that only in violins they have
Uh-huh.
like a
Uh-huh.
bridge who has like a sound system inside, the pickup inside, vibrator
Okay.
pickup.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. Also
so
it's a pickup.
beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, as a musician, do you feel that like when you're playing for like let's say one-on-one or with a group of people, do you feel like it's the same experience, or like when you're playing on stage, do you feel like your energy changes? Like what's been your experience when you play live without the amps and then when you play like on a big stage? Like what has your experience been as a
You mean
musician?
you mean when I'm playing with like home or with normal
Yeah.
people than stage?
Yeah.
Yes, of course, it's a huge difference in terms
Mm.
of even the energy and of course this that stress, a type of stress that always comes. I don't know where it comes from.
Yeah.
I always
It's
feel
the
stress.
stress a little bit.
So, always. It's normal. I just now I realize because first time maybe the first stages I say why I'm scared.
Oh,
Why? But
wow.
after I find that it's very normal
Uh-huh.
to feel
Mm-hmm.
stressed before you. But while you are in stage, of course, I try to be free maximum as I can. Of
That's
course,
good.
adapting with the band that I'm playing with. If I'm playing alone, I'm free. I'm just
Yeah.
jump into whatever I want and leave that moment exactly with their mistakes, with everything beautiful on our bed. I'm trying to live it and share that this is my vibe at the moment, or my feeling at the moment through my instrument or my singing.
Mm.
But when I'm playing with like kind of friends or we are in a small 1 second please.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah, no,
wait,
you're fine.
just going to close the door. Then when I can say when I'm with friends or with the family, no, okay,
Mm-hmm.
family for me is like the stage. I shouldn't meet myself from. I have to be
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
kind of open. But with friends, no, with friends, I try to learn
Mm.
more than performing, trying to make mistakes. I make mistakes sometimes, not sometimes I make mistakes by purpose, like what's this, I don't know what is this, and there is other people that are better than me in lyrics, or they remember a very old song that I don't know in that generation,
Mm-hmm.
then we keep
Mm-hmm.
exchanging. And for me this is what's beautiful about like playing in front of normal people, and don't be kind of embarrassed making mistakes, because for me that moment is for learning and like drinking, I can say, or
Oh,
maybe taking my culture more, because to learn my culture where I can get it in the world, if I don't get it in my city or
I
between my
love.
friends or people that was playing in weddings a long time ago, and we just sit in a small
Mm.
room, we have to of course exchange music. And sometimes they think, Aziz, what are you doing? Why you're
Mm.
international artist and you don't know this? But they don't know
Mm.
that I'm playing something that I know, something that I
Yeah.
already work on, and I prepare it to play it like that. You see it in the end in a
Mm-hmm.
good packaging by social media.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't
Mm-hmm.
understand sometimes when I sit with them. I'm there actually to learn and to catch something, to have something. Also, I'm also still empty, still feeling hungry, like to music.
Wow, that's amazing. I love to hear that because, I feel like, most people in the world, when they see a musician on stage, they don't know this part. They don't know that we have our own, criticism, and we have our own stress, and like we want to have it perfect, for people. But a lot of times, even me as a musician, I play violin. I get so nervous sometimes, and
Yeah,
when I'm done, I'm thinking in my head, oh my God, Ala, like what did you just do? And Tian, you didn't really play all the notes, and you had a e and a and all this stuff, and then after I'm done, oh my God, that music made my whole day, and I'm like,
yeah, yeah.
wow, really? And so your experience, it can affect yani how people will receive it, but at the end of the day, I think that the beauty of music that comes through us as musicians, because we feel it in our heart, that's what people feel.
Yeah,
Like when you're connecting to the music and you're free,
yeah.
that's really the best part. That's where everyone benefits from
Exactly,
it.
exactly, exactly, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you something else. As a musician, before COVID, you were doing your music, and do you feel that like after, like during COVID, when Corona, when it just hit, like in 2020,
Mhm.
did that affect you in any way? Like, do you feel that, it affected your creativity? Did it affect your perspective about the world? And if it did, how did you deal with it? Did you use your music, or did you pause? Because, a lot of artists, they actually stopped playing music because they were really sad, and they felt guilty to be making music when everyone was feeling sad about what was happening in the world. But I want to know from a perspective, because Anna, I've been here in America. My experience was totally different than maybe you in Morocco. And so I was just wondering, Yani, did you have, what was your experience after COVID
Mhm,
happened?
mhm, mhm. Of course, well, I think that everyone get infected by that not just, I mean, yeah, emotionally, financially, we get infected in this period of Corona.
Mm,
For me, was yeah, was a little bit difficult, but not that bad, to be honest. Luckily, I was like because for me was financial side. I was actually living in another in another city.
mm-hmm.
Luckily, I was having a small studio at home, and I was working, online with some organizations and some musicians creating music.
Nice.
I'm also a good I economize a lot, I don't like eating outside. I'm cooking for myself. Then it's kind of easy. I was alone, there is no charges and all
Mm,
these things. I was
mm-hmm.
quite safe financially. Wasn't good, but it was was
Yeah.
okay. But the problem when it comes is just when my mind asked me the question, what you can do if is this continuing for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and are you able to survive in this country, like if it gets worse, you know
Wow.
and here is a lot of personal things happen, and I even anyways, I don't want to talk about this, to be honest,
Yeah,
what's
no.
happening, but to be
Yeah.
honest, I just fixed the problem this year.
Wow. You just fixed it this
This
year.
year I had that problem that I started in coronavirus.
Wow.
uh, yeah, I moved to Europe, and
Wow.
I lived there for a while, and I found
Mm-hmm.
myself that it's kind of crazy. That wasn't the reason why I moved to I do that step, but it was just, kind of not sure about what you will do. And anyways, it was a hard moment, but also it's the best experience for me to depend on yourself properly. I don't have to. I have to always to be to expect changes. This is what we should, I think, always
Yes.
always be ready for big obstacles.
Yes.
I don't want it to slip in one side, and I wake up, I find a big problem in front of my face, and I don't know how to deal with it. For me, this is this is wrong to wait for problem. Like, no, call the problems and fight against
MashaAllah.
the problems, and be always ready. I mean, we should always be ready for big problems, even if we don't know how big is gonna be that problem. Yeah, and I think Corona, it helps me to it slaps me in my face to wake me up like that, and
Yeah.
just be ready for everything. And alhamdulillah, now
Alhamdulillah.
we're getting better. We learn, and we know how to how just to live right now. And we don't I don't want it to be choked anymore from problems. Problems is
Yes.
a part of life. It's like it's like happiness, like any other like situation. We live problems, we live happiness, we cry sometime, we are laughing sometime, and we shouldn't just take only good things from life. There is good
Yes.
things and bad things, and this is what I'm trying always to be reasonable. There is problems, there is
Mm-hmm.
good things, there is
Mm-hmm.
bad things. It's normal. Yeah,
Wow. I really appreciate you sharing that. Like a lot of musicians, I think they went through a really hard time after
yeah,
COVID. And especially if like music is like your main focus in your life.
yeah,
I had a lot of friends who, some of their own family stopped talking to them because they're like, how are you playing music and people are dying? What's wrong with you? Do you have a heart? And I had, people who, musicians that I know who, they lost family and, they had to take a break from music to grieve or to heal. And then some people had to move. A lot of people, even until this day, they're still figuring
mm,
out, how to live. And so what you shared is very real. And I appreciate you sharing about like
yeah.
your personal experience. And a lot of people can connect to that, because and like I was talking to you about something earlier in a lot of times we COVID made us go inside and be like alone a little bit, to be like sitting with ourselves. And even though you can kind of be in your own zone when, like, let's say you're a musician, you're creating, you're in your zone and you're focused. But at the end, when you're playing, you don't just keep it to yourself. You play and people benefit from it.
Of
So I
course.
want you to talk to me about like how the ism again, is that how you say it? The music?
اسم جد.
Ism again? Yeah. Like
اسم
how
جد.
is that?
انا زي الجناوه والجناوه انا كده.
Yeah, or Ganawa. Like, yeah. So like how with that music, how like it's very community oriented and how there's like emotions and like healing when it comes to like for I'm just coming across this kind of music, but can you share with us like how this kind of music is like in a community and together and like how it creates like kind of like a good human experience that I think the world needs.
Yeah, look, for me, first of all, just to don't I'm not expert on that.
Hmm.
When I was a child, I do uh I do play with ismgan. We do
Hmm.
even like go outside to different town, like
Yeah.
1 month before like the festival of them, like we can call it
Hmm.
a festival. It's actually uh, they create, they do they make a festival every year, and 1 month before there is no finance from or support from the government. Always they get just they ask for flowers, for sugar, for tea, for money, for whatever they can,
Hmm.
uh, by playing in different town. They go to different town that they knock the doors and they play some music,
Wow.
and you can give us some
Mm-hmm.
sugar like that, or some
Mm-hmm.
money, or whatever you give. It helps them to have enough food, enough thing for 3 days festival of قناوة اسمه. We call it المعروف. معروف المعروف
Namaruf.
المعروف.
Okay.
المعروف, it's like kind of I don't know, where people they just meet every year for they know
Mm-hmm.
what's gonna happen. They don't have any program, but always gnawa. Also different bands of gnawa comes from different like cities, and they meet in that year. And also the other bands, they do that ma'ruf for this festival in their town, and our band
Oh,
also goes
wow.
there. Then it happens like kind of 3 festivals or 4 festivals a year in a different area, and they do the same process to have the money enough for. And that money they buy when they have that money they buy with it maybe a cow, big cow,
Mm.
to gorge it, and
Wow.
have just to feed people.
Yeah, yeah.
Then yeah, the music itself, it's kind of spiritual music, and people
Mm-hmm.
they just go there to. There is people they love that music, listening to it,
Mm-hmm.
enjoying the melody, the voices of leaders that actually
Mm-hmm.
kind of معلمs, we call them معلمs. And
Ma'allim.
معلم, they call it people like who's playing like a gnawa of like a gnawa that we hear right now in the industry, that they sing with, like they sing darija. But
Mm-hmm.
for us they call it مقدم.
Kajjan.
مقدم is the leader. You can call it leader. It's
Mm-hmm.
all the same.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
and there is people like they say they have like problems. They
Mm-hmm.
feel like insecure, or they have I don't know what kind of problem that brings them to this kind of nights. But they wanted to have that moment for themselves. Like I said, there is people they come and they just cry. There is people they keep dancing like with no sense, and their
Wow.
mind is not there anymore. They go very spiritual, very high. There is no drugs, there is nothing like this. Just to
Mm-hmm.
clarify this one,
Yeah.
personally it never happens for me. I always felt normal. I
Mm-hmm.
was there for many years, and I see people that just, try to catch somebody who's trying to run to through someone else. Maybe he don't like him, and we
Oh my
always say,
gosh.
maybe you have some problem. That's why he comes to you to maybe hit you somehow.
So the
Yeah.
energy
And
gets
for me,
intense.
to be honest with you, it doesn't make sense sometimes. It doesn't
Yeah.
make sense sometimes. I don't know, because
Yeah.
I believe in Allah, and I know the
Yeah.
music is good. But
Yeah.
it's kind of, I don't want to be
Yeah. Yeah.
ما بيش نكون مشرك.
I know what you
Then
mean.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah, then just say yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's good, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
God will help them. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's really cool. I mean, like, it kind of reminds me of how we have here in America Mardi Gras. It's Mardi Gras is like they do it once a year, and it's different, musicians, and they have like a celebration, and it's a lot of dancing, and it's a big, big festival that
Mm,
happens every year. And
mm,
people
mhm.
travel from all over the world and all over the US just to go to the city. It's New Orleans, and they go and they have
Yeah,
like a celebration there. Yeah, so it kind of reminds
yeah,
me of Mardi, like the
yeah, yeah,
essence of it
yeah,
reminds me of Mardi Gras.
yeah. Hmm.
So I wanted to say, what you shared earlier about, like, what you went through and your move and everything that happened. um the whole point of my podcast is really, like, it's called Sun and Sky. So the reason why I called it Sun and Sky is, the sun and the sky are important, but sometimes we forget that what is the sky without the sun? And what is the sun if it doesn't have a sky for it to be in? So the artist is like the sun. Yani we as artists, we
Hmm.
know how to navigate the heart. And the sky is like the mind, which is like, therapists, they navigate the world of the minds. So,
Hmm.
as an artist, we help people feel. We help people go through the emotions, and we also go through our own emotions. And you shared, some of your experiences.
Yeah.
So I wanted to see if you're open to it, if you could play for us a little improv or a solo with one of the instruments, because we're waiting to be blessed by the sounds that you create. Mashallah, you're very talented. And we would love to hear something that you
Mm.
either something you created or something that you want to do like on the spot. It's up to you.
Let's just play some like a solo. Let me
Okay.
check. Yeah, maybe we can do something. What is my instrument actually? Don't know if it's working well. Yeah, I'm playing the reverb for you.
يعني انا مش عارفه اقول ايه. يعني I don't have words. I don't have words.
A pleasure.
You took me somewhere, and then I was like, oh wait, where am I? I'm on the live with Aziz.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank you
you
so
so
much.
much. Yeah, that was
Thank you.
beautiful. Like that your talents, like your passion, it's such an amazing thing, Yani, mashallah, that the world can benefit from. And, I pray that you always continue to expand your music to the rest of the world, because, it's just like the true essence of the origin of the instrument, it comes through. But kaman, like on top of that, it's you, like it's you expressing,
Thank you.
being expressed through the instrument, which is so beautiful. And we're so lucky that we got to experience that with you today. So shukran.
Thank you so much. I really
Yeah,
appreciate. Thank you also for
yeah.
this beautiful opportunity. Also,
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
always wanted to talk to people through someone like you
Alhamdulillah.
who appreciate art, and also
Hmm.
you're an artist, because for me the artist is not just the people who's playing an instrument, is also
Hmm.
the artist who have a good taste to music, who know what's beautiful, what's not beautiful. And this is a kind of art to have a kind of critic, or
Hmm.
I mean, thank you so much
Thank you.
for your appreciation, for your invitation, for this
Thank you.
opportunity, and also communicating with me really well.
Yeah.
just before doing this podcast, and make me feel that it's a good thing to do. This is
Yes.
very important also for me, and yeah, it's a pleasure, and hopefully we can do
Yes.
another podcast one another
I would
day.
love
Maybe we
that.
share it
Yes.
in platforms, just talking and playing music. It will be
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
pleasure. Thank you so much. I
Inshallah.
really
Yeah,
appreciate
of
this.
course. Yeah, no, I would love to. Maybe one day I'll come to Morocco and we can do one live in
You're so
person.
welcome. You're so welcome.
That would
You're
be
so
so nice. And before we go, I just want to ask you one more thing. If there's one thing that you would share with the world about how to just, just something from Aziz, what would you share? Like something about like how to keep positive mind about what's going on in the world. Is what would you share as not just you as a musician, but you as Aziz? What would you share? What would you leave with us?
just don't hurt people. Do whatever you like. Don't hurt people.
I love that.
Don't judge people. There is a lot of things happening around the world just because there is misunderstanding between like two people, between communities, between two countries.
Yeah.
But the most important for me is you can express yourself as you can, as you want, but don't hurt anyone,
I
you
mean,
know. And that's it.
thank you, Aziz. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a
Thank you
pleasure.
so much. I really loved everything that you shared, and I'm sure everyone,
Thank you so
who's
much.
going to watch this is going to benefit. And hopefully, we'll do another podcast with you again, inshallah, in the
Inshallah.
future. And I look forward to seeing whatever you're going to create next,
Inshallah, for sure. Thank you
inshallah.
so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate.
Take care. It
Take
was
care of
good talking with
yourself.
you.
Bye bye.
Okay. I will.
You
You
too.
too.
See
Take
you.
care.
Bye bye.
Sana. Bye.